Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on the new Natasha Denona Retro Glam palette. I was wanting to do a look with this for the holiday season. I look at this color story and think of retro holiday vibes. I know a lot of people see spring when they see the color story of this. For me, I'm thinking of a holiday look, big wavy hair, and the greens in this palette are so stunning. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. I think it's the nicest that Natasha Denona has done. It's fitting to the name, it's very retro, and it just looks super cool in person. Inside, the color story is equally stunning. We have one sparkling metallic, 6 metallics, 1 cream to powder, 6 creamy mattes, and 1 chroma crystal. This palette is supposed to be a combination of the mini retro palette, which I do not have, but I'll put up a picture for you, and the Glam palette, which I do have. This is the inspiration behind it. I think the color story is unique to my collection personally. I don't typically wear greens all that much, but the more I saw looks with this and the more I saw swatches, it really sold me on this specific color story. So I'm very happy to have this in my collection. I'm really excited to create a look today. I saw one specific look on Natasha Denona's Instagram that I kind of want to recreate. This is the same price point as the other midi palettes. It retails for $69 US, $87 Canadian. The Retro Glam eyeshadow palette is an eyeshadow palette that contains greens, pinks, and neutral nudes with a variety of finishes in a collection of all new shades, which is something to be said. I'm so happy to have all new shades in this palette to play around with from Natasha Denona. We only have one of the cream to powders, which is unfortunate. That's my favorite formula, but we're definitely going to use it in this look. Thank you guys for clicking on this video for my review. I'm excited to do a tutorial with this. I'm so glad you still wanted to see one, even though this is late. It got kind of caught up in the end of the Sephora sale because I did save a little bit of money on this. All products I use will be linked below. And let's get started on this tutorial. Starting off with Lucy, I'm just going to put this all over the lid and up to the brow bone. In the pan, this looks like a very basic shade, but the undertone of this is unlike any neutral that I personally have. I think it's really, really unique. Next, I'm going to use the shade Evergreen. It is the cream to powder in the palette. This formula is beautiful if you want to use as eyeliner. I love how these blend and just the overall formula of the cream to powders. They're very versatile and just my favorite formula that she does. I'm going to build up the outer corner with this. And after I've laid down a little bit of color, I'm just going to go in with this shade Sage and blend around the edges. I'm not getting as smooth of a blend, but I often have that issue with green shades. I'm just trying to blend out this area here. It's just not transitioning as easily. Just taking a while. I'm gonna go back and clean up the edges after. I think it's because I have a lot of brow hair. It's just kind of skipping a bit in that area. Next, I'm going to take the shade Marlin. This one stands out to me the most in the palette. I'm just going to pick it up dry and see how it goes on the lid first. You can definitely do a really nice wash with this shade. That color is really pretty. Then taking a brown liner, I'm going to run this along my upper lash line and then smoke it out with the shade Jazzy. Really simple look. I want to add some lashes, kind of like Natasha did on upper and lower. I have to see if I have some lower lashes for this. But I am going to brighten up the look even more and finish it off, deepen up the lash line. Once I get back, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. I'll link everything down below. Just want to complete those things, come back, and we will finish off the eyes. I'm back. I'm not quite finished off my face yet, though. But I wanted to complete the eyes with you before I do lips, get dressed, my hair, all that. I'm going to take the shade Palladian, and I wanted to brighten up the inner corner of my eye. At first, I thought this was just a white shade, but it does have some green in it, which ties the look really nicely together. This might be my favorite shade I've used. This is so pretty. Then whatever is left of Jazzy, I'm just going to take along my lower lash line. I don't want it to be too heavy on the lower lash line, so I'm trying to keep the shade on the lighter side. Then Natasha added some individuals on the outer corner, and I have some ones here from Ardell. Even the short, though, are very long. So I'm going to have to play around with these, maybe cut them, but I do want to have that outer corner to be more flared. I've never done anything like this, so I wanted to try it out to kind of balance the top lashes, which are nice and full and flared. So we're gonna do that on the lower lash line too. Hey guys, I am back. This is the completed look. I'm going on 3-day hair right now, so we're just trying to make it work. But I had a vision for this palette, and I feel like I executed it exactly how I feel this palette looks like for the holiday season. As I said in the beginning, I know a lot of people think spring when they see this, and I can definitely see that too. I see retro looks for the holiday season. I was inspired by Natasha Denona for this. I added even more shades to it, but I did what she did for the lashes, and it looks so cool. I am absolutely loving it. I do need to still fiddle around with my lower lashes so they maintain that winged look on the outer corner. You get the idea that I was going for, and I'm obsessed with the completed look. Obsessed is an understatement. I am so in love with this. I can see me wearing this to a holiday party, anything for this holiday season. I just want to go out and grab some groceries right now. I don't know. I just need to go out, I feel. Just in case you're curious of any of the products that I'm wearing, I will have everything linked down below. I did have some issues though when I was using specifically the cream to powder and blending it out with the sage color. I do often have issues with greens. It wasn't too different than other greens that I've tried. I do feel like the blend took a while to get to where I'm at right now. So that was my only complaint, but as I said, I struggle with greens, so it just takes me longer to blend them out. And I found the same for these green formulas. I love the combination of green and pink in this palette. I know some people find they're hard to go together, but I feel like they belong together. Green and pink, I just feel like works. As I said, I can't get enough of the finished look of this, but as I said, green is hard for me to work with. How often will I use this compared to other Natasha Denona palettes? I probably won't use this one as much as some of the others. The My Dream palette is my personal favorite. That's a newer one that she came out with, and I still am using it and loving it. I've been doing just everyday basic matte looks with it, and I still absolutely love that palette. This palette to me is perfect for the holiday season, or if you want something for spring, you can definitely pull spring from this too. The color story is fairly unique to my collection. It's a midi size, so I feel like the price for these are better than Natasha's larger palettes. So I personally really love the midi size palettes. I've been collecting them. This one I'm honestly so happy that I picked up, because as soon as this look came to mind, I knew I had to create it for you guys. So thank you guys so much for requesting me to do this, because since I got it so late, I thought I would just pass, but I am so happy with the finished look, and I think this will be a great first look for the holiday season in case you guys are looking for some inspiration. I feel like this is a good one to kick off the holiday season. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.